Have you ever had the flu? Maybe you know someone who's had the flu. Scientists call this common illness influenza. It is caused by a germ, which is a virus. Influenza viruses infect the nose, throat, and lungs. To prevent the flu, many people get the flu vaccine. When someone gets a vaccine, we say that they have a vaccination. Vaccines help to stop the spread of many diseases. Most countries require people to get certain vaccinations. Let's find out how vaccinations affect us in the real world. To know how vaccines work, you need to know how your body's defense system works. Humans have a very complex system that defends us against germs. This is the immune system. It is made up of organs, tissues, and cells that protect the body. The immune system defends the body. The body can be attacked by organisms that cause infection. These include bacteria, viruses, parasites, and fungi. The immune system has two main parts. One part is the innate immune system. To protect the body, it attacks germs. Scientists call germs pathogens. Pathogens include bacteria and viruses. Many of them cause disease. They are invisible unless you use a microscope. What is the second part of the immune system? It is the adaptive immune system. It gives someone immunity to a disease. How does someone become immune? The answer is special cells, white blood cells. The correct name for these cells is lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are responsible for the adaptive immune response. There are two common lymphocytes, T cells and B cells. Different organs make these cells, but they circulate in the blood together. These cells can recognize germs. They have receptors on their surface. The receptor is a molecule that sticks out from the cell's surface. With the receptors, the cells can recognize specific pathogens. The receptors are highly specialized. Each receptor matches only one specific pathogen. A cell finds an invader, then grabs it, then engulfs and destroys it. T and B cells remember pathogens they encounter. This memory makes your body immune to a second attack. How does the immune system fight disease? First, a pathogen invades your body. The infection usually leads to an immune response. Most infections are short-lived. You might not even notice an infection. Most of the time, your immune system quickly attacks the pathogen. The immune system can't always respond so fast. It may be the first time a pathogen has infected the body. A person may already be sick. A slow response can lead to infection and disease. Disease can cause a range of symptoms. Fever is common. With fever, the body temperature rises. A higher temperature makes the body a hostile place for pathogens. Another symptom is inflammation. This is soreness, redness, and swelling. It's a sign that the pathogen is under attack by white blood cells. The cells release substances that cause the inflammation. Sometimes the immune system might have trouble defending the body. In these cases, a disease can be dangerous or even deadly. Your immune system might need help. That's where vaccinations come in. Vaccinations teach the immune system to fight certain infections. Many kinds of organisms can cause disease. They enter the body. There, they multiply. If they multiply enough, they kill cells that help keep the body alive. As they multiply, the disease can become infectious. An infectious disease can spread from one person to another. Some diseases spread from animals or insects to people. Throughout history, infectious diseases have impacted mankind. One of the world's most dreaded diseases is smallpox. There are 3,000-year-old mummies that show signs of smallpox. Smallpox was a scourge around the world. It killed millions of people. Then, in 1796, A doctor in England named Edward Jenner figured out a way to stop smallpox. He performed the world's first vaccination. To make his vaccine, Jenner used the cowpox virus, which mainly affects cows. He showed that giving a person one virus could protect them against a related and more deadly virus. Jenner's discovery led to the word vaccination. It comes from the Latin word vacca, which means cow. Science is the basis for vaccination. Jenner used the scientific method to make his discovery. Observation is the first step in the scientific method. Jenner observed that dairymaids who got cowpox never got smallpox. The next step in the scientific method is to form a hypothesis. Jenner hypothesized that contracting the cowpox infection would protect a person from becoming ill due to smallpox. The next step in the scientific method is to test the hypothesis. Jenner tested his hypothesis. He first infected a person with cowpox. He then infected them with smallpox. That was considered a big risk at the time. Yet, the patient survived. Jenner concluded that cowpox infection protects from smallpox. Almost 2 centuries later, smallpox was wiped out. Across the globe, people were immunized. Smallpox could no longer spread. In 1980, scientists declared that smallpox no longer infected anyone in the world. All vaccine developments since Dr. Jenner stem from his work. Measles is an infection that is easily passed on from person to person. A virus causes this disease. Its most obvious symptom is a rash over the whole body. The virus spreads through the air. Before the measles vaccine, doctors treated several million cases a year. Many people died from measles. In 1968, Maurice Hilleman developed a vaccine against measles. In 2000, scientists declared that measles was wiped out in the Americas. Polio is another contagious disease. It is also caused by a virus. It attacks the body's nervous system. Polio can cause severe paralysis. During the 20th century, polio killed thousands of children. In the 1950s, it was among the most serious diseases in children. To treat polio patients, hospitals used a machine called the iron lung. The iron lung helped polio victims to breathe. Then, in 1955, Jonas Salk developed a polio vaccine. A few years later, Dr. Albert Sabin created an oral polio vaccine. Widespread use of the polio vaccine began. By 1979, this program led to the complete elimination of polio in the U.S. Since the 1800s, doctors and researchers have used the scientific method to develop vaccines. Today, these vaccines protect people all over the world from deadly diseases. Vaccines help your body to fight disease. They do this by giving your body immunity. Immunity is the ability to resist infection. Vaccines are made in different ways. However, all vaccines use a similar strategy. Vaccines stimulate the immune system. Immune system cells create protective proteins. These are antibodies. The cell learns to recognize a certain type of pathogen. It then produces an antibody that fights it. Scientists make vaccines using the pathogen. An antigen is a part of the pathogen that stimulates the immune system. Antigens are often bits of a virus or bacteria. Have you been vaccinated? If so, the nurse injected you with an antigen. The antigen doesn't cause illness. It causes the body's immune system to produce T lymphocytes. These cells, in turn, produce the antibodies. The antibodies act against the antigens. They also help the cells remember the pathogen. If the body is then infected, cells can quickly respond with the right antibodies. Vaccines protect entire populations. Immunizing enough people reduces the chance of a disease outbreak. Vaccinating enough of the population protects even the people who haven't been vaccinated. In this case, there are too few people to transmit the pathogen. The spread of a disease is limited. This benefit is known as community immunity. Vaccination is one of the greatest medical achievements of modern civilization. Today, medical researchers are still developing vaccines. In this way, health workers prevent diseases that can be deadly to people around the world.